And we're back. This segment is sponsored by Beyond Finance. Financial stress affects everyone, but a new survey by Beyond Finance reveals it is hitting men in a uniquely personal way. 57% of men say financial struggles have made them feel like they're falling short of being a man, and most are suffering in silence. Certified financial therapist at Beyond Finance, Nathan Assel, tells us the several factors behind what's causing this.
There's several factors driving the stress, and a big part is this disconnect between the expectations versus the reality of what's going on. So 82% of men said that society still expects them to be the primary breadwinners. However, 70% said that that just isn't reasonable. It isn't the reality anymore. There's rising costs, there's housing challenges, economic uncertainties. So we have, previous years' economic realities being put on today's expectations. And that disconnect is a huge driver of stress. A lot of men experience money as a form of self-worth. This is what makes me who I am. And so, on the flip side, if there is financial struggle, that also becomes an identity crisis. I feel lost in who I am, or it feels like I'm not able to be the person that I thought I was supposed to be. So it creates an extra layer of distress for a lot of men. It has a huge impact on our mental health. Silence and isolation is one of the biggest things that gets us in trouble. And one of the more alarming things about the survey findings was over 50% of men said that at some point they have intentionally avoided having a financial conversation because they felt like they're supposed to have it all figured out. And that isolation adds a layer of distress for a lot of these men. It's one of the first things we want to make sure we're tackling. First is a reminder that financial struggle is not a character flaw. We need to be able to see that we are still valuable, important men, regardless of whether we're bringing in a paycheck. The second piece is make sure that you're focusing on what you can control. It might not feel like a whole lot at the start, but focusing on what you can control empowers us to make decisions. And finally, don't suffer in silence. We need to talk to people, talk to family members, talk to your partner, talk to loved ones, talk to a professional, but make sure that this isn't something you're carrying alone. It's not good for us, and it's a really important part of how we heal, both with our mental health and our financial health, is getting support. Definitely check out the beyondfinance.com. They have a whole section of the website for financial wellness where you can find video resources, blogs, and all sorts of other tools so that you aren't suffering in silence anymore.
Really insightful. Thanks, Nathan. For more information, you can head over to beyondfinance.com.